I was really interested in using my skill set around and my knowledge around anti-Black racism to support Toronto Community Housing with their initiative to confront anti-Black racism. My background is really in education.
It was through her background in education and interest in learning about ways to eradicate anti-Black racism in our society that led Evelyn Mpanza to become the first Toronto Community Housing Corporation's director for the Centre for the Advancement of Interest of Black People. The centre is a safe space for conversations about race and anti-Black racism and finding solutions.
But for Toronto Community Housing specifically, as one of the largest social housing providers in North America, we really have a unique opportunity to transform the lives of Black people. And so it's really important for us to think about how do we do that in a meaningful way. We're really looking at the challenge of, confronting anti-Black racism. For the past year, it's been the thing that's been on everybody's mind. And so us responding in this way is part of our commitment and us realizing our responsibility to the City of Toronto.
Mpanza tells CityNews that she grew up in TCHC and has lived experience. Mpanza says that her team has developed a strategy and says the goal of the center is to help create a better life experience for those living in TCHC buildings.
Having a space where people can actually raise issues of anti-Black racism is such an impactful thing. If I'm experiencing, my neighbor is racist, for example, or I'm experiencing any kind of impact of anti-Black racism, for the most part, I feel like I have to deal with it by myself, right? Or I have to deal with it with my family, or there's not a solution that exists for me somewhere. So the impact of this space and what I would have seen change lives historically is that people would have had a space where they could have gone to with their problems. People would have had a space where experts are actually the people leading the work, deciding, here's the best thing for us to do, right? There's best practices that exist.
Mpanza, who is currently completing a doctorate in social and political thought at York University, says they are currently seeking a physical space for the center and are looking to round out their staff. However, the work continues and they are currently helping Black residents experiencing issues. In Toronto, I'm Rowe for City News.